When you're told not to do something, we all know you kind of want to do it a little bit more. Keep that in mind as we go through this. Now, we'll be discussing whether or not we should move the smoking age from 18 to 21. In my opinion, the smoking age should not be moved to 18 to 21. This is because at the age of 18, in many senses in this country, you're considered an adult. If you're willing to fight and die for your country, you should be able to make the decision to smoke, if you can smoke tobacco or not. Seems silly if you couldn't, wouldn't be very fair. Also, as a properly educated adult, if you are conscious of the effects that smoking has on your own body, you should be able to decide what you want to do with your body. Would you outlaw tattooing next? That doesn't seem fair, according to the Seattle Post. And also, if one is mature enough to help this country make the decision, like electing a president, how could they not be mature enough to make the decision if they want to smoke a cigarette or not? I don't see how that could correlate. If at the age of 18 you can fight and die for your country, and you can help them make important decisions like leaders, given that you're an educated adult about what smoking does to your body, I'm not sure how you could make smoking tobacco illegal. That brings us to the fact that smoking would be very negative for society as a whole. According to the LA Times, short-term success will lead to long-term failure. Take driving at the age of 16. You can't drive past midnight, and that does decrease the driving accidents of 16-year-olds, but it increases the driving accidents from 18 to 21-year-olds. And also, smoking is already on a decline in society. Like, as a nation, our smoking rates are going down. Why would we risk that by changing something now? That doesn't seem very smart. Another point is, crime rates would rise for something as simple as a classmate sharing a cigarette with another classmate. That would be considered a misdemeanor, and that doesn't seem fair for anybody. As well as how our nation's revenue would be affected. The LA Times says that California stands to lose $40 million from this act. Multiply that by 50, and that's a pretty big hit over the head. Some may say that a decrease in smoking would cause a decrease in teenage smoking, but that's not very true. 3 Massachusetts communities tried this, according to the LA Times, and they failed miserably. Surveys show that there was no reduction in smoking or availability to smoking among the students. Actually, compared to neighboring communities, smoking was higher in that community that restricted it. You also may hear that an increase in the smoking age would increase the health of citizens, but that would only be true if it actually affected how much the citizens smoked. Past studies, according to the Seattle Post, say that when restricting the smoking age to 18, instead of declining, rates actually leveled out. At the age of 18, you're considered mature enough to make many huge decisions for this country, and smoking should definitely be one of them. Raising the smoking age would only cause societal issues such as things like crime increasing and worsening long-term effects past that. Smoking rates are already on the decline, so we should probably just leave them alone. If the smoking age is raised, we risk losing all the progress we've made so far. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. Thank you.